Hi everyone, welcome back to our coverage of DEMA Show 2025 here in Orlando, Florida. And we're here with Thomas Anderson from Backscatter.
Hey.
How are you, Thomas?
Doing good, how are you?
Really well, thank you.
Awesome.
So you guys have got some really big unveils and new stuff this year. So why don't you show us through what you've got?
All right, yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff that came out. So first off, we have the Mini Flash 3. So this is the latest evolution of the Mini Flash line of strobes. Basically, the biggest difference here at the Mini Flash 2 is that it has Sony TTL now. So if you're using the Backscatter Smart Control TTL trigger, you have the access to automatic exposures with it. So really great for Sony shooters there. If you're someone who's a manual shooter that does a lot of rapid firing, you can also disable the learning mode pre-flash cancellation. Yeah. So that's the other kind of incremental change with it. The rest of it, it still has the same, all the really awesome features that the Mini Flash 2 had. So this macro tailored flash beam, compatibility with all the same accessories. So everything else there is remaining the same, and that's exactly the way we want it because it's an awesome strobe for macro. So also coming up next here, this is one of the really exciting ones that we've been working really hard on. So this is the Backscatter Atom Flash. So the Atom Flash is basically the bridging the gap between the Mini Flash and the Hybrid Flash. So the Hybrid Flash being kind of the ultimate powerhouse strobe. It's got a built-in 5,000 lumen video light. The Atom Flash is kind of more focused on being a little more travel friendly and doesn't have a video light built in. So it does have a target light, so you can still use it as a focus light or with a snoot, which we'll get into in a little bit. So that's kind of a good way to kind of delineate the differences there. When you're diving this thing and shooting it, it's almost identical to the Hybrid Flash in terms of the beam spread and power. It feels like a Hybrid Flash set just like 2 clicks below its maximum power. So really close in power there. It's actually kind of like stunning when we were diving it for the first time. It was like, are you kidding me? This feels so similar.
But it's obviously a lot lighter too.
It is.
Yeah, a lot more lighter, compact. It's really nice.
So if you're, travel is a big thing for you, or if you're a shore diver or something, like what I'm doing in Monterey and stuff like that a lot, having something a little lighter is awesome for that.
Yeah.
It also has an LCD screen on the back, so you can see your power setting and also your remaining flash count on it, and your mode. And it also auto-rotates depending on your position as well. Yeah. So no matter where your strobes are positioned, you can always keep track of what's going on there.
It has the same type of filters as well to change the color temperature.
Exactly. So it has its own set of diffusers. They're just a little smaller than the hybrids, but you have the 5500 Kelvin warming, the 4500 Kelvin, and the ambience, as well as the white diffuser. So you've got all that same stuff. It also has the remote mode functionality too, so you can use off-camera remote lighting with it. You can remotely control the power of this, of a different Hybrid Flash, an Atom Flash, or a Mini Flash 3. So they all can mesh together if you've got the whole Backscatter lighting family, or if you're with a bunch of your friends and stuff like that and you want to do some cool remote work.
Have a Backscatter party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a fun party to be in. And then you can cycle through your different modes using the button. It has the same Smart Control TTL system as the Hybrid Flash and the Mini Flash 3. So Sony, OM System, Olympus, all covered there with TTL. And then we also released a snoot with it too. So this is the snoot, optical snoot OS 2. So it has its own custom snoot that it was designed from the ground up to use. It just bayonets to the front using the same system that the diffusers do. And it's functionally basically the same as the Mini Flash 3 snoot. So you have insertable aperture cards, just like the Mini Flash. Uses the exact same ones actually. So those will customize your beam size and everything. So you're really set for wide and macro on this. So if you're somebody looking for a strobe that can do both, it's a really great choice. And
you're going to get a little bit more power out of this one than you will out of the Mini Flash.
Just a bit more power because it is a brighter strobe than the Mini Flash. So that's the other kind of key feature with it too. And then moving on, we have...
you've got more?
We've got more, but wait, there's more. So then we have our Backscatter Octo 3500 video light. So it's got our signature octopus print, just like our EM104 housing. So it looks really stylish, of course. And it has a 3500 100 degree, or 3500 lumen 100 degree wide beam. So really this light is meant to be a low cost, a really effective video light for action cameras and compacts. But you could also use it as a focus light on a bigger rig, and it works with our color filter system if you want to do creative lighting with it, and our excitation filter if you want to do fluoro with it. So you have a bunch of different options. Yeah, it takes 18650 batteries. You can swap those out between dives, so you can keep running with this all day, really easily. And then there's even more. So we also have the OS3 snoot. So at long last, we've released the snoot for the hybrid flash. So this is its custom snoot. It also bayonets to the front of the hybrid flash, just like the diffusers do. It's quite a bit larger than our other snoots, but it has this really cool like rotary aperture dial. So you can just plug this thing in and with one finger rotate through your aperture holes and change your powers there. And it also has a color filter slot, so if you want to do creative backlighting or something like that, you can stick one of the same color filters we use for the mini flash right through here, and you can get different colors for bold backgrounds and things like that. So the working distance on this guy is a little bit longer. It's about 200 millimeters, and we kind of wanted to make something different than the other snoots, so that the Mini and the Atom are both very super macro oriented. This one can get you macro for sure, but it can also do fish portraits in wider scenes.
Okay, so it opens up a lot more creative possibilities with some more wide angle types of snoot shooting.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like I was snooting fish with it a lot, and because you're with a hybrid flash too, you've got all that power, you've got that recycle time, you've got all that to help expose your shots and fire as much as you can and really pick out that one that's going to be your favorite. So yeah, this has been much weighted for. It also rotates too, so you can change your angle if you're using the oval aperture cards. But yeah, this thing's going to be a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun shooting it already.
Awesome. And so what's the recommended retail price on the new strobe? And
oh man.
Okay, we can cover that we can cover that later.
All the numbers they're all over the place right now. But yeah, the Atom Flash right now is on a show introductory price special. It's $749.
Okay.
It'll be $799, so it's kind of right there in the middle.
Yep.
I don't quite in my brain have all the pricing on these.
That's fine. We can make that information available to viewers later. So
perfect.
That's no problem.
But yeah, they're also in an introductory price point right now, along with the OS2 snoot. And you can also bundle and save getting these together with a hybrid flash or with a Atom Flash too. So there's a couple of different avenues for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well thanks Thomas.
Of course, thanks for coming by.